Louis. I'm a marketing officer. I've been working at Odoo for 6 years and a half now, and I've been taking care of this education program since the beginning. Do some of you already know about it, or that you know already a bit what it is, or not all? No, I have brand newbies. Great. So let's start. So I'll start by explaining you a bit what it is. I'll show you how it works, how you can directly start working with the education program. What we plan to do for next with this program, and then if you have questions, we'll go through those questions. So, education program. Edu what? So the education program is the possibility for teachers and students to use Odoo for free. We offer the Odoo online version for free with unlimited apps and unlimited users, but with validity of 10 months. Which means that each time you create a database with the education program, the database has a validity of 10 months. With that, because most of school years last 10 months, and to make sure also that we don't have people using for business purposes, because it's quite huge. Unlimited apps and users on Odoo Online for free is something. So teachers and students, that's our public. Teachers, whether they are from universities or high schools. I mean, it's for everyone. Any teachers who need to work with a business management software. We have teachers here in Belgium because I'm in contact with some teachers. I have teachers coming from high schools. They are working with the option of the economic science, we call it. So they create, in the last year of high school, they create a mini entreprise. So the students have to create small enterprises and do like if it was a real one. So it means that each student has a role. One is an accountant, one is a sales, one takes care of the product. And they have to sell for real stuff. It can be, I don't know, actual frames or decoration stuff or whatever. And so that's in high school, they're using Odoo. Other teachers from universities are using it, for example, for accounting. I have lots of teachers who use Odoo to learn how it works in a real environment as soon as they will be out of school, out of university, and the idea is that they'll be efficient directly right away because they know what an ERP is, what a business accounting software is. So accounting, or I have also another one which is in the class of office assistant, I would say, the boarding assistant, and they have to learn also how a real business management tool works. So that's the idea. But so how does it work for real, concretely? So I will show you how it's super easy in terms that you can start right now an education database. You don't have to ask us permission or whatever. You can go straight away. So I'll show you. So you go on the website of Odoo. So far so good. You go in the footer of our homepage, and you have here the education link, and you arrive on the education page. So we started the page with a little splits between teachers and students. So the teachers, first step, they have to build a course, so they can start right away a new education database. We developed a platform to help them to share it with their students, because some teachers, they like to. It depends on how you want the teacher wants to reach their objectives. Some they create their database, they create their data, and then they give a role to each student. So one class is one company, and each student has a role. Other teachers, they said, okay guys, you go directly and you create your database yourself. You have your group of 3, and you have to create, so let's say 10 enterprise per class, and they have to understand the whole business flow thanks to exercise and stuff like that. So whatever the option they take, that's the idea. The teachers who prefer to, for example, to create the data and database, and add their own data, they can then share it easily on the platform. And so the students, they just have to go on the platform, click on the database, and it creates a new database for them, but with the data from the teachers. So I'll show you, don't worry. And then the next step, when the teacher has done that, that's the student. You can start now right away with your course. So I'll show you here. Let's do it together. So you arrive in the classic trial. You choose the application you want, because I mean it's the exact same thing than the Odoo line. You add your name. Well, put Cloco because my trial is closed, so it's easier for me. The most important thing to make sure you have free, unlimited users, unlimited apps, and for 10 months validity, you have to start with the prefix edu. That's it. And then experience 3, Odoo experience. So that's the company name. It's weird, I know, it's because you see here, you have that's the name of your database. The database will be called edu, the name of your company, .odoo.com. This edu prefix, like really ensure that your database will be valid for 10 months, but with unlimited users and unlimited apps. I really insist on that point because I have lots of teachers telling me, oh, all of a sudden I have to pay, I have more than 5 users because I installed another app, and I'm like, oh yeah, but you forgot the edu. So that's the thing, so I insist on this. You start with this, you add your phone number, I'm a student or I'm a teacher, and you start now. So your database is created, and it will first be valid for 4 hours. That's the same business, same flow we have for anybody. Thank you. So 4 hours. It means it's a nice tool also, because as a teacher, sometimes they want to try things, but they don't know how the system behaves because they don't know Odoo pretty well yet. So you can actually start this for 4 hours. You do stuff, you enter your data, and then you see how it works, and now you know exactly how the flow will act. You can then do it in your database, in your real database, and then show to your students how it works. And then you can leave it, and it will be erased automatically after 4 hours. But if you want to keep it, because this is the database you're gonna use for the course, then you have to activate it by email. Either you click there, or you go into your database and you activate it through here. Don't create your database with a mailing letter email address, because I mean this is now easy for me to show you, but after that, this email that we use when we want to reach you for important education information, or if we have a problem with your database. So, and there it is, you have your new version 12 database. So let's go back to that was my first one, to my welcome education program page. So I showed you here how it works. To share it, you just have to make sure you are signed in here, and then you easily, as a teacher, click on publish your course. So here you arrive on your database. Sorry, it's in French. So that's your account. You can have the same when you click on the top right corner and you say your Odoo.com account. But the difference here is, because I went through the education page, is that I have the share button. which you don't have if you don't go through it, or you can add it yourself. Exclamation mark and share. So once you have this, you can share your database with your students. The thing is that the sharing platform is public. So when you share your database, it's like you take a picture of your database right now, IoT, and then this is put on the platform. So afterwards, it means that all the changes you are making on your database after sharing it, those changes won't be taken into account in the platform because it's taken like a picture right now. And so the students will share it. Then I'll show you exactly how it works. Okay, share this one. Publish database. You can publish it as a course. It will be easier after for the students to find it because it's in the right category. Course name. Experience presentation. Well, normally you have to write, I don't know, accounting for that. Whatever you put the description you want for your. Let me get through it. For your students to make sure they know that that's the right database we're talking about because the student maybe the teacher maybe teaches in the first and second grade, and so whatever you put everything you need. Your name, school, university. Well, these are just information that will appear here in the presentation of the database of the database that you shared. So this means that when the student goes here, going back to education program. So when you say when the students wants to go here and say view courses, click here and they arrive on the platform. So here are the exercise I did just before coming here and the one I just did with you. But you see, we already have other databases that have been shared with you here. We have a school in France, Perpignan, in first degree of university. Simulation de gestion, so it's managing exercises from France 2. Maski, same guy, Université de Rennes. I have teachers from Spain. So you see, we have already lots of teachers using Odoo. It's always nice for me because I discovered this, when it arrives, because it's, as you can see, you can go start right away without asking any authorization from Odoo. So we have lots of students, teachers already that start right away, and so I always discover new universities through this nice platform. And so that's the Henry. He said to the student, "Yeah, go on this on the website, click on the start on the sharing platform, and you can start now." And when the student starts here now, again they go through the same flow that we just did, and it creates a new database based on the one they clicked on. So with all the data already in and etc. So that's nice, but it's public, just FYI. But not a lot of people go through this. So let's go back to .com/education. So what else is there on this page? So all the advantages for teachers to use Odoo education is that it's online, so no need of any servers for school. It's free, no need money. I don't know about you guys, but in Belgium, even if you have to pay €5, it's an administrative maze because they request authorization from everybody. So we just thought, okay, let's do it for free. And so yes, the unlimited databases and users. So here is just what I explained to you. Start with the edu prefix. Useful links. You have this guidelines here where it's a bit of a manual how to go through the whole process like I did with you. You have, of course, access to the Odoo documentation like any other Odoo users. And as a teacher, you have access to free at the e-learning platform. To have this access, you have to send a mail to my colleague Pascal at odoo.com, and there we ask, of course, to have few information to make sure you're a real teacher or student with the school information and the courses and the degree, etc. The teachers' mailing list is a mailing list where we try to create a community with the teachers. It's not always easy because not everybody speaks English. But yeah, the idea is like they can talk together, help each other, and so on. So let's go back to my presentation. So I just showed you here. You see how fast is it? I mean, you on your own directly. You don't need any other information. Something we have now with version 12, which is very nice because I had a lot of requests from teachers for that. Is that some teachers are fine with a brand new database because they ask their students to start themselves creating data as in products and etc. Others, they don't want to waste time with that and they would like to have a data demo they can upload, which is the case now. So now with version 12, as soon as it's created, you can go into the settings, activate the debug mode by clicking on the activate the debug mode, and you go back here to settings, and you have now the load demo data. So now that's nice because you directly have contacts, products, sales orders, everything, and you don't have an empty database. You can directly start with the exercise. Well, you have to get to know the data, but at least you can directly work with it. This will be available within a month. It's in version 12, but we just have to fix a few details here to make sure it works perfectly. But that's something that most of the teachers will be so happy to have. So that's brand new information about the education program. So what's next? We decided with Fabien that the education platform will be one of our next projects in marketing because we are having lots of students being trained on Odoo thanks to this free education program. Lots of teachers are coming back to us saying, oh, it's great. They even have students who are directly hired into companies who are using Odoo because on their resume they wrote, I have my course in Odoo, etc. So we see also that it happened that students, after they finish their degree, they arrive into a company, an SME, and they need a business management software, and say, have you heard about Odoo? Oh, no, it is. And so it's really a word of mouth, and then those students are the workers of tomorrow. So of course it's a good point to be with them directly. So we will plan to try to spread the word about it and do more marketing about the education program, because so far we had other priorities, I would say. I don't know if you guys have questions. Yes, tell me.
Do you provide marketing materials for university? You mentioned the word of mouth.
It will come.
Right?
Yeah, it will come. So we haven't planned the whole strategy yet, but we will think seriously about it. What we do now in Belgium, because we are recruiting a lot, as you know, when our recruitment ladies get in contact with the universities, we directly explain that we have the education program also. We're not only recruiting. Or what I forgot to mention, which is important, is that because now it will become one of our priorities, because we realized that we have teachers that they are full of good intention, fully motivated. They want to start with Odoo, and then they are in front of Odoo and they're a bit wondering, oh my god, what do I do with that actually? How can I reach my objectives? And so what we thought about, because after talking with many teachers, is that most of the time they have the same business flow, which is they start with the e-commerce. A visitor comes in, he buys some fake product, so then it creates a sales order and invoice it. So accounting is taken into account, then it goes into the inventory, and so business flow, they have to do a picking and then they send the product, etc. and it's done. So that's the business flow that most of the teachers are using, whether it's business management or even accounting, because that's the way they do. And so we're thinking maybe we should create a little booklet about that business process, keep it basic, so that we can share with teachers and have at least something, and then they know where to start with. So that's an idea we have. Just have to do it. But yes, and once it's done, that will be for sure part of the marketing package for universities. Yes?
One question about you talk about you can use it in Odoo online, but if you can, would it be possible to use it on premise, but for that period?
Okay, that's so funny because it's a question that I prepared if I didn't have any questions. So, no, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, no Odoo SH access, no Odoo on-premise access either, because we have also requests from programming schools between sessions. And so for that, if you really want to teach students how to develop an app for Odoo or stuff like that, then I would like you to the community version, because I mean it's just there, you download it. But yes, we don't have any free program for the enterprise on premise, neither for the Odoo SH. It's just the Odoo online. Sorry. Yes.
Is there any plan from Odoo to release? Because I was thinking this session was going to be about like a module for an Odoo module for universities. Because we have developed one, and we're thinking that the e-learning platform that Odoo has right now for trading, for functional trading, then that will be released as a module at some point that we add to what we have.
Okay.
So is that their plan for implementing that?
Can you repeat the question?
Is there a plan for to release any your e-learning platform as an app on Odoo?
Not that I'm aware of. I would say no, I don't think so. But you have developed an app for managing universities and schools, that's right?
Yeah.
Are you from Educat?
No.
Because that's another one which works quite well. But so no, the e-learning application, an e-learning application. Well, so far, no, we don't plan to do that. It would be nice to put it, of course, in there. But yes, and it's another project we have. The e-learning we want to continue to develop it, make sure it works properly. It's always on the updated latest version, but it's another work. So you have to talk with my colleague Pascal. We will be able to give you more information about that. Yes?
Does this, if you have enterprise, does this package come with it? If you have enterprise on
enterprise or nothing, I mean you can do it now. You have this
on-prem.
Yeah, on-premise? No. You talk about the platform sharing or what?
Yeah, the what you just demoed to us now. If someone buy an enterprise version with a number of users, is it available for them on-prem to use?
Wow. What would be the use to have the 10 months validity database?
For it. It's not free.
Well, if you buy enterprise for your school because you need to access the code and develop, yeah, you can do it.
So the education module that you have here is part of enterprise. If somebody buys
it's not a module, it's just a program. The fact that you can access Odoo online for free for 10 months with unlimited users and access. It's not a module, it's just that the teachers and students will use Odoo really as it is.
Okay.
So, I mean, they're the same tool that any clients we have. So, is there a last question? Because apparently I'm running out of time. Oh, good. Wait. One question? After we can start continuing the whole if you want. Tell me.
What about performance? Because we use that for students, and we connect about 50 students in one time. And when they want to access to the link to the database, there error message.
Okay, so yes, performance. Of course, we have courses where we have 50 or more students working at the same time. So what we do, we advise that when you ask your students if they have to create their own database themselves, we ask that they would do it at home at some random time, because if all the students request on our servers a new database at that time, because they are in course, which makes sense, then of course, I mean, it slows down our server and it slows down our customers. So it's not always easy to handle. So for the creation of a database, we ask them to do it, randomly at home tonight, and so it's easier because then we can put those education
the problem the access
And so when if you
the
are
database already.
so 50 users accessing one database.
No. The database is already ready, and so they go to odoo.com account of odoo.com, and it has the link, and you click on the link, and error message.
Just to access the
Just to
odoo.com.
access 50 in one at one time.
That's weird.
It's a limit of a number of requests.
Of requests at the same time.
Because I have the case, I see some photo, 20 photo, then you have block because there was 20 call in a few seconds.
Yeah.
And there is anti-spamming system.
Okay.
Yeah, so again, as part of your course, you ask them to
If
download just
many users see the website on the same time with the same IP, I think it will block.
But
But I don't know the limit.
But we already have the case, and if you know exactly when all your students will access, you can contact us and I'll make sure with the SAS team that we have a good performance at that moment, or that's it already happened. I think I'm running out of time, I'm kicked out, but I stay outside in the hall if you have questions, okay?
Thank you.